defense. Raises iron. Dessou, the rebound and the points. Cowboys back quick the other way. Back cut for Anderson the third, who loses it up and under in the...
Particularly in the conference, he's been really good, Tyler, especially around the basket.
Rebound off the miss from Dessou. Thompson, the ball handler. Good find, good finish.
6 foot, 5'11".
Bounce to Carr, who works off the dribble. Put back there. Versus top 10 squads. It's his team coming off their 2 best wins. Oklahoma, Iowa State was a 61-59 victory against number 12 Iowa State. Good physical. One substitution for Oklahoma State. Number 23, Tyreke Smith out there as a whistleblower.
It's hard, it's difficult, it's the best conference. And the reason for it, those games often come into the late moments before clock situation. He literally over-closed out, knowing that he had the benefit of the clock.
Christian Bishop and Brock Cunningham on the floor along with Sergio Rice for Texas. Bishop works physical inside, finishes with
the basket. Does Texas go back to that potential opportunity mismatch?
Carr wide open from 3, buries it, collects the miss.
Or you can get guys like Williams having to shoot or shoot it better. Last game, only 1 attempt.
Bishop up and under.
Possession. You've got to use your lower body and legs and get down. You got to sit down. Some bigs are too straight up and down.
Carr, 3 again.
Attached to Carr, especially the way he's been performing of late.
Carr was huge in Texas's last game, that 69-61 victory at West Virginia. Really caught fire in the second half. From deep, that one does.
The perimeter, only 1 for 5 from beyond the arc, which is a point of emphasis for Texas, with Oklahoma State not shooting great thus far tonight.
Allen found Dessou for the soft float. There's another 3, that one.
To receive the ball where you can score. That anyone in the building.
6.5 points per game, 48. Collected by Wright. Shot clock under 10. Can't finish on the turnaround. Second chance off his career at Texas Tech.
He's extremely pleased. Guys accepting their role. Fairly rare. Part of that also is Rice. He's been exceptional off the bench for Texas. Really more of a starter.
Carr with Anderson the third all over him. Shot clock under 10. Allen pulls up.
And this conference should be able to take that dribble and knock that shot down.
Foul was down low on Christian Bishop, his first, to go straight up to contest. To make is Texas into their offense. Hunter from 3.
That's the next level for Texas, is getting Hunter going offensively consistently. He has really struggled since the early part of the season, unable to make shots.
Other side, can Oklahoma State get Avery Anderson the third going? No points thus far for the reigning Big 12 player of beautiful 5 from Hunter. Dessou waits on the 5-eye, finishes on the second.
Part of that is too many offensive runs, Tyler. Texas typically will get a big run. Oklahoma State has kept him quiet in that area.
Anderson
there, he is so fast. You've got to space him. And when I say next level, him distributing the ball, he's going to have it in his hands a lot. But he helps his team so much, and he can get going downhill and find his bigs around the basket.
Cowboys in
trouble 4 times trying to beat ranked teams. That last victory against Iowa State, they just can give you newfound confidence. Well, it's because you got smalls on the backside for Texas, and we saw it earlier in the half. Oklahoma State can probably get a lot of that good action out of that.
Dessou just. Foul was on Marcus Carr, his first.
Anderson went ahead. Here they're going back to it.
Anderson on Hunter. Lines up the corner three.
From beyond the arc.
Newton's brought a different element. Mitch interjected into the starting lineup for the last 2 games that have been their 2 biggest wins. Shot clock did reset. Cunningham.
He put it up on the rim and it just crawled right off the rim into the basket.
Anderson, the third off from 3 as Rice brings it up for Texas. Carr through, and the finish.
Very hard to stop Marcus Carr right now on the offensive end of the floor. Very hard to stop Marcus Carr right now on the offensive end of the floor.
Misses the free throw. Second foul on Caleb Boone. Quick back the other way. The dunk finish.
He took advantage. Texas going to sleep.
Rice from 3. How about no rebounds?
No mistake, wanting to pick up the pace and play fast. Look at that.
Bryce Thompson. The hands of Mitchell, but Carr takes it back. He'll shoot free throws.
Get some free throws and get some points on the board.
And a couple stops begin his career. Thompson gets the corner, can't make the jumper. Carr gets the defender off.
Simply because of that young man on your screen, Carr, whenever he's got space and can make plays, he's as good as any. Oklahoma State is playing with
59% free throw shooter, missed the first, misses the second as well.
Follows the ball, gets a great block.
Allen got the steal off the inbound.
You can get a 2-for-1 if you shoot here early if you're Texas.
Are looking at the shot clock. Rice from 3. Backdoor cut. It's Carr there defensively with the steal.
Boone's a little programmed on that. That's a read. If he's open, you can get it there. But Carr studied the scouting report and comes up with the steal. He's very good defensively. Quietly, Carr. 6'7". 6'1".
Multiple double-digit performances held scoreless as Carr leading by 13.
Well, that was a very efficient finish for Carr there. Never put the ball in his left hand. Just took it right up.
Wide open.
Make adjustments, and then you're going to have smalls on the backside, so it's easy for the big who catches to finish around the rim.
Second foul on Woody Newton. Shot clock at 12 is Carr. Worked a 2-man game with the Sioux. Off the dribble. That from the left side. Allen trying to work his man down. Fade away is short. Rebound to Newton.
Just that little bit is a lot different when you're backing down 6'7" instead of 6'9".
Anderson.
Offensive possession for Carr. He had opportunity. The lane was too clogged. The Sioux has got to get out of there and give space so Carr can create.
Sioux trying to create for himself. Gets stonewalled. Very tough shot.
I've seen that happen 5-6 times tonight in years.
It's the second time.
And the one before that was with you.
In a year with you.
I guess he grabbed it to keep from falling, but literally jumped over the defender.
Good find on the
season is 15 against Kansas. I think the more shots he gets, the fewer. Get him going, but the fewer Anderson gets, and I think you want Anderson involved in their scoring if they're going to find their way back into this game.
Terry Morris on to defend Anderson, get a made 3, made bucket. Momentum pulling to their side, trying to get back in. Plenty of time left. Thompson for 3.
Design play, and that was a great look back over the top.
Lead down to 6. Cunningham, great find for Dessou, finishes with the left. High, but Texas turns him over there. Morris to the rack. Can't finish. Dessou is swatted. Morris keeps it alive. Plenty of time. Drives to the rack.
He was looking at Smith as he tried to go up and finish.
Thompson gets space. Misses the pull-up. Rice rebounds. Hunter tied up.
For him and brought on struggles. I think he's got to play faster, Tyler.
19 personal fouls on Oklahoma State. Mentioned Anderson with 4.
In this league, at drawing timely fouls, getting to the line, and really being surgical about managing the game through the free throw.
Allen, Dessou, Morris, Hunter, Cunningham. Morris trying to go back the other way, rejected by the rim.
This is where, on the perimeter, not being able to get going and get into a rhythm, their challenges has done a good job, really, Tyler, just staying close within striking distance.
Yeah.
And weather the storms.
Allen pulls up. 64% free throw shooter. Converts.
Considering, he's guarding the guard in Thompson.
Third on Allen. Long pass to right. Put it in. Shot clock at 15. Cunningham stripped it initially up in the bonus themselves as Boone rattles it in for the three-point play.
Here's a change to the defense. How does Texas respond with pressure in that situation?
Texas 12 of 15, 81.7. It's a pretty good mark.
Yeah, they're really good, especially when he went in there and made 7 out of 7 free throws to help take the lead and close that game out in Norman. So Texas was really dangerous down the stretch with their free throws. Tyler.
10-point advantage. Hunter and Morris, the other 4 out there.
Yeah, you see the press, and then you also see Texas's best offensive player, Carr, come back in the game, so that changes things. You've got to identify him for Oklahoma State. They stay in the zone here.
I think right now it would seem for Oklahoma State, can you defend without fouling? Shot clock at 7, out to Cunningham, straight on. Wright calls his own number, responds with it.
Wright made a huge shot there, continuing to keep the Cowboys hanging around. You got to believe it. Avery Anderson will be back in this game.
Rhythm 3. Great find. Cannot finish, but just in the back of his head, Tyreek Smith.
Well, that was created by Mitchell, who kind of got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Came out as if he was going to dump, but then boom, did the right thing. It's a great pass to the basket.
Allen decides to pull up. Nothing even against the same team. The second matchup, Carr had the space, trying to go to the right side of the rim and just
they block it.
Bonus for Oklahoma.
Now, you talked about tough, and part of the question of toughness is the way you play. It's a level of resilience.
Yeah, so many toughnesses: physical toughness, mental toughness.
Correct.
Big possession, both teams here. Texas trying to find a quality look. Oklahoma State looking for a stop. Carr, step back. Gets the ball from Boone. Allen with the rebound. Things have turned up a little bit. Hunter finds Cunningham running the floor.
Might remember me earlier talking about Hunter being better when they play fast. That's an example. Even though it was assists, great throw ahead.
Corner 3 as Texas gets a stop. 4:27 left in regulation with Texas up 10, the 10th ranked team in the country. Cunningham. Perfect. He's tied a career high with his 13 points. Corner three is off as Cunningham tips the rebound to Carr. Second meeting of the season between these two. Allen, turn around. Block, one steal as Allen shooting the 2 free throws. Yeah, teams track it. I like the term, the disruptor.
Yeah, and the other, thank you, pal. The other thing is quantify them with W's.
Yeah.
That's your analytics.
If you want to have a winning team, try to keep pace in a Big 12 that every advantage.
Yes, they have.
This season. Right. Pull-up rhythm three is off. Cunningham with the rebound.
Of course, Terry gave the right answer. I believe he's being
Tennessee, the best team in the country. Texas.
Bounce pass. But yeah, you saw in the graphic the defense, Coach Barnes, that's just such a staple. And obviously, Coach Terry has been influenced by that at some level. So it will be quite emotional for both of them.
Hey, 13-14 wins. If you have aspirations.
A penalty from the big wigs and being very frustrated. A penalty from the big wigs and being very frustrated about that, not getting a chance to go to the tournament. So he's trying to get his team back fully engaged and been head coaches.
Texas forcing another turnover. We came on
in the game, or early in the game on Boone, is what changed that. Did you see the numbers proving this out? He said, you know, how do you want to win this game?
Big part of the Big 12 SEC Challenge. This is the second time these two teams have met, but Texas still has 2 meetings against Kansas, 2 against Baylor, another matchup against Kansas State. Allen pull-up jumper.
Both teams certainly playing this one out to the very end. And leaving it all on the floor.
So Texas potential here as they will move to 6-2 if Kansas State were to lose. Could be tied atop the Big 12. Iowa State currently up 2 as these